live on Twitch. Welcome to the Canadian Game Awards pre-show. It feels so good.
Downtown Toronto, and you know what the best part about this is? You guys get to avoid all Toronto traffic. You are already here, live on stage with us right now as we count down the next 60 minutes before we go live.
Actually, it's less than 60 minutes.
Less than 60.
We're in a yes environment. Yes, Dapper, you got the gist of it. But let's talk about...
I guess I added some Canadian sales tax to that number, so that's
a little bit higher. But I'm Camille Salazar-Hadaway here with Matthew
Dapper Tux Rondina.
Oh, whoa, that's a long one.
There we go. It's a long one. Yep.
So obviously,
I don't know. Should I get my name legally changed to Dapper Tux? A lot of the times people don't really even know my name. It's just Dapper Tux. But
I mean, why not, right? But we are so happy to have you here, getting ready for the Canadian Game Awards, which is less than an hour away. We have the seats filling in. People are starting to come in, take their seats. Apparently, Dapper, I don't know if you heard the whispers on the street, but it is a full house.
I heard that. I wish we could pan around and show you guys. This is one big, beautiful venue.
Yeah, we're going to have to do it near the end because it's filling up now, and then we're going to have to see if Cameron could do it. I really put Cameron on the spot, but later in the end, we're going to see if we could do that to get a feel of what it is right here in the theater. It is really exciting to see everyone coming together in the Canadian games media industry. I know you and I have a huge part in that, but also the content creators are here. I already see some of them taking seats. We have some pretty big actors here as well.
Absolutely, and some Canadian gaming legends, right? A lot from content creators to developers.
Yep.
Our very own hosts who are also coming for the full show. As I was saying before, I was teasing the crowd as they're coming in, filing in behind us here, but we've got quite the show, so please do stick around. And again, make sure, in chat, if you guys have questions about the venue, any of the nominees, let us know. We might be able to pull them right up on stage, bring them up here, ask them some questions, but super duper excited for the slate of talent as well as developers, everyone coming up here to have a chat with us. So
yeah,
if you love us, then you're going to be happy. But maybe you don't. Don't worry, there's a lot of really cool people coming.
No, we're all Canadian. We're all here to spread love to the Canadian games industry. And the pre-show is really about giving you a backstage access. Although we can't really go backstage because we want to give people their privacy, we are going to have them come out here and chat with us a little bit. So you could expect maybe the Shepherds, I don't know, to come out and say hi. I don't know, the Shepherds may come, especially some dev teams as well will be here to talk with us as well. But let us know, actually, I'm curious, chat, who are you most excited to see in the show? What game, content creator, actors? I mean, we've both had our experience here at the Canadian Game Awards for a few years now, and it's really crazy to see how big it's grown.
It's been phenomenal just to sort of see it continue to grow and evolve. Well, you've won a few Canadian Game Awards yourself, so.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, thank you. I mean, you know what, honestly, the games industry in Canada, it's so tight-knit, and I feel like for all the nominees, you always get just so much support. I 100%. See nominees supporting other nominees, they're reposting, they're pretty much colleagues, nominees, and trying to show that support. So it's all support here. Yes, I was lucky enough to be a recipient, but really it's just about the community coming together.
100%. Yeah, and the community's just been so warm, from media to game development talent, just people that I've met, just working and writing within the industry for about, past just about 7 years now. It's just unbelievable just how, number one, how talented everyone is, from writers to animators to actual players themselves, people that actually create the games, bring us the content. Unreal. It's like a big happy Canadian family. I don't know what else we would expect, but
well, I mean, we're just all nice. Actually, I was let's name drop. I was backstage and I heard Patricia Somerset, who also happens to be here, said that Canadians, coming to Toronto, there's a different type of energy. And I really do feel that, Canadians were just so nice.
Yeah, 100%. I've found that so far in the industry. So, same thing. Sharing a double-double, chatting about games.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get our Timbits aside because I want to talk to chat for a bit. Actually, speaking of devs, there is a dev in chat who said they're really nervous because it's their first game that was ever made. I know I saw the comment here. So we have them, like some of the devs are actually watching the pre-show.
That's fantastic.
Because they couldn't make it in person, but we know that you're here. We wish you were here. And honestly, it's really exciting to have you. We also have other people here saying that last year they were gonna come here, but a snowstorm stopped them.
You know what they say about Canadian weather, right? If you're not liking it, wait about 5 minutes. But yeah, I remember that last year. So we had the Four Nations going on. So you had Team Canada jerseys like littered throughout the city.
Yeah.
And then of course, the most Canadian thing ever that almost canceled the Canadian Game Awards last year, massive snowstorm.
Snowstorm.
But, hey, we put on our snowshoes and we got there.
The good thing is we moved a little bit. The Canadian Game Awards shifted for the sunny weather. It's been very hot here in Toronto, but you never know. A snowstorm may be waiting around the corner. You never know. We also have chat saying that they're sending love from the U.S. And, you know, hello to our American friends that are just across the border. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks so much for joining us, guys. That is awesome. And having a dev in the chat is fantastic. Like I'm rooting for you. Just some of the creators that we have coming as well too. They really do a wonderful job spotlighting a lot of indie talent, much like our show will today, from AAA titles to indie developers and all of the talent that also properly showcases these games. There's just so much that's going to be going on within this show. So we're just sort of checking out the chat, but listen, I'm so nervous to watch along with you guys as well too. And
it's going to be good. We see the hall filling up. Everyone here so far, can you make a little bit of noise so then they know? I'm telling you, there are people on the other side of the box that we're in on Twitch. There are people here, and they're filling in. They're, getting their conversations in. I'm seeing some familiar faces as well. Shout out to the content creators here from the community, the devs as well. And you know what? Can we just say we love Canada and we love Canadian games?
Oh, wildly talented group here, right behind me. Yeah. Fantastic.
Now let's talk about some games over, the ether of Canadian game history. What are your most favorite Canadian game mates? And there's so many Canadian-made games that are your favorite. But sometimes I'm gonna put a little pressure on you. I'm gonna say you have to pick one.
I'm gonna go further back than anyone that's sort of like in the show right now, just to kind of like remove myself from that. But as a Toronto boy, I got to go with Cuphead.
Just knowing that. Yes.
Sorry.
We got some applause.
Absolutely
for Cuphead.
love Cuphead. It was one of those things where we talked about that idea of family, and a lot of the Canadian dev scene, a lot of the Canadian dev scene feeling like family. And I remember meeting a lot of the devs very early on with Cuphead, and they were just so unsure about the game, and they were like, it was very much like, we're building the tracks as the train's coming through. We're not sure if this is going to be a success, but by the end of it, we all know like Cuphead became that critical success, but at the same time, just how Toronto it was, like right down from the way that they animated things, sculpted things. I know even some of the music was by local Toronto artists, so some of that big band sound. So that's why I'm going with something that, like, if you start to sort of pull the threads on something like Cuphead, you start to see like, oh, well, like they brought this band in from this part of the city of Toronto that I know. They're animating and they're out in Oakville, which isn't too far away at all. Like, it was just, very, very cool. Love the game itself, but I just more so love the connection to the hometown, Toronto.
I know. Well, you stole my answer because I was also going to say Cuphead.
I took your answer.
MTHR. I mean, it's just so great because it's also like a family story that is told through that studio, and then also having them come back with DLC content and the stresses of. Now I'm getting stressed out thinking of going through all those bosses. But you know what? You know who's really good at going at every boss that they encounter, no matter the feat? The Shepherds. And we have them here.
Legends. We've got some legends. Are you guys ready to give it up to some Canadian voice talent legends? Here we are.
Do you want to
come on in?
Yeah, come on in. Yes.
Join us.
Looking great.
You two look
Looking,
fantastic.
looking sharp, looking dapper.
Look
I might
fantastic.
add.
We were in dress rehearsal. We all didn't look fantastic. We were just chumming it out.
Amazing.
We were
just
we were
cash.
comfy.
That's
we were
right.
comfy.
We were comfy.
But all dressed to the nines here for the Canadian Game Awards. What does this mean to you to be here with the community?
Oh, I am over the moon. I'm so happy to be here celebrating Canadian game makers and Canadian culture and just Canadian creation. It's incredible.
I will say the same. I concur.
Wait, we should say that it is our favorite award show.
On the Citadel.
That's perfect. Okay,
I love that. Maybe giving a tease later to what's in the show too.
Yeah, you should be very great. That costs $50 on Cameo, so.
I was going to drop in yet another Toronto traffic joke, but you guys took the Normandy here, so I mean,
True.
We
true.
did, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're not dressed to the nines tonight. We're dressed to the N7. Thank you.
Ooh, I love
that
it.
was
That's
Come
a
on,
new
crowd,
one.
give that up.
That
give
was
that up. That
very
was
smart.
like,
That was very smart.
all right.
Mind
Come on,
of
crowd,
Mark
cheer for my
Meir.
dad jokes. Thank you. Yeah.
That is
I
all
too
I'm
am
here
a-
for.
I too am a huge fan of the dad joke, so I'm right there with you.
Now, being here with the community means a really important part to see the Canadian community spotlit like this. How is it representing that community when you're outside of the country? What makes you proud to be a Canadian?
Everything, so much. I mean, especially nowadays, there's a lot to be proud of. I mean, Canadian culture, Canadian values, Canadian creativity, like I said earlier, I love it. I love who we're being in the world and kind of that we're finally standing up and going, you know what? We're not waiting for permission. We're going to get out there and do our thing, and you're welcome to come with us.
I'll give the same answer I always do. Mr. Dress Up.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Mr.
fantastic.
Dress Up. Yes, you
Another
gotta
Canadian,
love it.
absolute.
And of course, the Friendly Giant as well.
Yes, I love that you brought that Mr. Dress Up reference. Keeping it Canadian, I gotta ask, what is your most Canadian take? Whether it's pineapple on pizza or ketchup chips for life, what is your most Canadian take?
I support Hawaiian pizza, of course, yes, which is actually Canadian.
It
pineapple
was
on
made,
pizza,
yeah,
yes.
invented here.
And
We're going to get along just fine.
well, here we are celebrating video games, and actually a project that Jennifer and I were both involved in has concluded after a number of years. That is The Long Dark by Hinterland Studio. Quintessentially Canadian game. In fact, I sometimes jokingly refer to it as Player versus Canada. Set in Canada, made in Canada by Hinterland Studio, and of course, Jennifer and I are both in it. We're both Canadian, but also David Hayter and Elias Tufexis, so it's the most Canadian you can get, really.
It is. You die of your own stupidity, which is brilliantly Canadian.
And if I'm recalling correctly, I think there are ketchup chips in the game.
There better be.
think so.
There
Oh,
better be.
amazing.
And dill pickle chips.
Ooh, dill pickle.
Any coffee, Chris?
Is
Can
there any
you
poutine?
comment?
Is there any poutine? I need some right now.
We
Well,
need
I-
to get poutine. Someone go get
There should be some
Jennifer
poutine. I mean, that's probably one of the the greatest drawbacks of the apocalypse is there's no hot gravy anymore for poutine. So yeah.
Yeah.
So before you guys came out, we were just talking about how much of a family it feels like to be part of the Canadian dev scene, creative scene. In terms of young, maybe aspiring voice talent, what would be some advice that you would give to, maybe someone in small town Canada that you sort of give some advice to them about kind of breaking into the industry?
Well, as someone from small town Canada, I mean, if you want to follow my path, get in good with BioWare on the ground floor in about the late 90s, and then you'll be set. I would say that it's probably never been easier to start a career in voice because, of course, people carry around studios in their pockets these days. And my colleague Jennifer Hale actually has a bit of an online venture.
I was just about to
helping
say.
people with that sort
I
of thing.
do. I created a site, skillshub.life, for people who want to do this for a living. And what I love about the site is we've got over 100 coaches. You can get them by the minute. But I wrote down from my experience, because I've had experience in small town, like non-union markets or union markets. Like I've had a million different kinds of career paths. And so I wrote out the instructions for each one and I put it on the site. We've got classes. We really take care of people. And it's the most beautiful community I've ever seen. And you don't want to do it alone. It can be a really harrowing process to go through that and feel like you're being rejected, which is not what's happening, but it can feel like it. And to go through it with a great community at your back and information you can trust is really the way. But however you do it, whether it's through, skillshub.life or somewhere else, here's the order of things. Build your skills first. Have a good time doing it. Find your people. Create your marketing stuff like your demo and all that later. Take your time. Take the time it takes and have a good time doing it. And always go to people you can trust.
I love that. Okay, before you go, because I know we're out of time, I do want to ask you both one more question. Canadian Games. What does the future of Canadian Games, from your perspectives and your line of works, look like to you? What is your hope?
What do you say?
The future of Canadian, well, with any luck, someone's going to eventually make a Mr. Dress-Up game that will feature ketchup chips.
And dill.
And dill. I mean, as I say, we're going to see the cream of the crop of Canadian talent here tonight, and I think if you want to look to the future, just look out into that audience.
Yeah, I think there's so much to be excited about, especially if you look at, again, back to the Canadian culture. Like, people don't gatekeep, they mentor. And what that's going to do for the industry is powerful. Like, people coming up, the IPs that are coming out, Canada doesn't, we're not constrained by, it's always done this way and we have to look good. It's all about just how can we break down barriers? How can we open doors? How can we find new ground? And I love the whole concept of middle powers uniting. Like, who do we partner with? How do we take this globally? I love it.
We love it that you're here, and with that great advice as well, you're really, putting practice your words as well, giving that detailed advice for voice actors that may be aspiring out there. But thank you so much. We're going to give you some time before you host the big show. Thank you so much.
Oh, we got a host, right? I forgot that.
Oh.
They'll have a teleprompter.
We should go.
We should go.
Yeah, well, we should kind of figure that one out. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys so
everybody.
much.
Thanks for playing.
Cannot
Thanks
wait
for being
to see you
here.
on stage. Oh,
Thank
our
you.
pleasure.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commanders.
That was the Shepherds.
I know, that was absolutely insane. Oh, we're apparently not on.
Oh,
All right.
oh.
Gaming technology is evolving rapidly. Breathtaking visuals, intense competition, and split-second decisions demand cutting-edge performance. Are you ready to enter the next era of gaming? Introducing the Intel Core Ultra desktop processors, designed for legendary gaming, content creation, and AI. Experience ultimate gaming performance, even during the most intense sessions. Get optimal efficiency with a PC that runs cooler, quieter, and quicker. Streamline your content creation with an AI PC. Save time and effort while creating visually stunning content. Simplify your setup with Thunderbolt technology, featuring a single high-speed port to handle all your needs. Multitask with ease with 3D performance architecture, specialized for gaming, streaming, and AI performance.
All right. And we are back, everybody. Yeah. The auditorium is still filling up, but yes, we did talk to the Shepherds, which you might have heard us saying as ads were playing. Sorry about that.
Yeah. We were just trying to get over it, and it was
We
really
were too
tough.
excited. We were too excited for it, but we're especially excited for tonight and the Canadian Game Awards that's happening. We have more talent coming up as well. But right now, we also have someone else from the games industry. All right,
come on down. We'll let you handle the introductions. All right. How are you?
I'm
Nice to
great.
meet you.
How are you
Come
guys?
on in between us. Oh, yeah,
come
yeah.
in between?
What?
Okay.
There's an X on your hand.
There is, yeah.
Okay, you
apparently-
okay? Treasure. Do you have
X.
treasure in your hand?
I have treasure on my hand, yes, exactly. And apparently X marks a VIP. And
Oh, I didn't even.
All right. You're
Hold
in.
on, wait a
Well,
second. We
okay,
don't have.
We have
well,
a
I
V-
mean, get on it, guys.
we have a VIP here, so let's let our VIP introduce
Yes.
themselves and
So
give
can
us
you
a little bit
let
of
those in
background.
the industry know what you do here?
Yes, I am Rogan, aka Rogan Plays Games, on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And I make videos about indie games.
Fantastic videos, might I add. Like, I've checked out a few of your videos over the years, and like very specific ones yesterday where it's just like you're like mentioning some games, and I'm just like, okay, all right, I'm gonna write this one down. I'm gonna get to this one. So I think right away with, first of all, spotlighting indie titles, that's fantastic.
That's really cool,
I think
yeah.
that sheds the light where it needs to be most within this industry. If you could point to a single Canadian indie game as your favorite, what would that indie game be?
Well, you mentioned Cuphead previously.
I'm sorry, I went right away. It was like,
That's good taste
do not
right there.
pass go, do not pass go. It's like, as soon as you take that, everyone else is like, oh, why?
Honestly, I respect it. I think Tunic is actually.
Tunic's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's so good. think that would be my favorite, Tunic. It's just, I really like puzzle games, and they perfectly blend sort of like action and puzzle solving, and it's perfect for me.
Now, you obviously focus on indie games, which I would say in content creation, you don't really see a lot of that. Sometimes you see creators go for like the big hits.
Yeah.
What was it about indie games that you love that really wanted you to showcase that to the community, that passion to the community?
Well, I think first of all, it's what I play, so I just really wanted to lean into the things that I knew the most about and I can be the most articulate about. Not that I don't play the big games, I definitely do, but it's just, I also see that there is this artistic potential in this side of the games industry that I don't know, I need more people to be talking about, so I'm just gonna do it, you know?
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. So again, with a lot of indie titles, like it can be really hard to kind of, figure out of those indies, like what's something, because there's so many. I just wish I could give more of my time to checking out every single indie title. Where do you kind of go to source your information for, well, what I feel is next? Do you just kind of play things like a smorgasbord? How do you sort of establish, well, I want to feature this or I want to play this? What are some look-fors in great indies?
I think there are a lot of different places that you can go to, and I think that's part of what's like really overwhelming about it. It's just there's like so much information coming at you that it all just kind of like blends together sometimes. But I think there are a lot of like really great showcases out there that showcase indie games. Today specifically, there was one called the 6-1 Indie Showcase that was just like an hour and a half of just new indie games coming out pretty soon, so everybody should go check that out. But I try and keep on track with that sort of stuff, but that's kind of what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be that sort of like person that can sift through this stuff and sort of give my personal take on it, so that's, yeah.
So for maybe some of our viewers that haven't dabbled too much into indie games, what would be one indie game that they should keep an eye out for?
Honestly, a new one coming up. There's one called At Fate's End coming out. It's by the creators of a game called Spiritfarer. Yeah, like a great cozy game will make you absolutely weep.
So
just
emotional.
On your
Get a box of tissues.
Disclaimer.
Get some snacks.
This
Get
is where
cozy it up.
our
Snacks.
Kleenex advertisement comes up where it's
Exactly,
like that.
exactly, 100%. And so that's coming out, I believe, at some point this year, and it's one that I've just been hearing nothing but great things about. So yeah, I'm really dialed into that.
Oh, thank you so much
Fantastic.
for that.
Okay, we've been also asking the even harder hitting questions.
Obviously.
So, do you feel that pineapple belongs on pizza?
To
Oh,
me?
no, whoa, 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 whoa,
No, I got
whoa, whoa.
strong
There was
opinions.
hesitation.
No. No hesitation.
Okay.
It must be on pizza. It should be the law, I think. Every single slice of pizza should have at least one piece of pineapple on it, and that's final. That's the new way of doing things.
We're 2 for 2, folks, 100% so far. So this is the best pre-show ever for pineapple on pizza. And no, we're seeing our cameraman here shaking their head. No.
It belongs. It belongs.
That's
but
crazy.
you know what? We like all takes here. But I
Okay.
gotta get your take on the fellow content creators, Canadian content creators here. What do you have to say about the community here for content creators?
Honestly, it's like it's always so great to me to see the Canadian love in the gaming space, because there's so much greatness to come out of it. Like, especially today, it's such a great time to celebrate all of it. So I don't know, I commend every Canadian creator who's coming out and talking about Canadian games, or just even games in general. It's really cool to connect with everybody. So yeah, this is just like a great event for that.
And we're so happy to have you here. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some people here that you're going to want to see. Do you have any, people, developers, actors that you think you may forget how to talk when you see? Because I definitely had that moment with Patricia Somerset. I cried. So.
Honestly, Mass Effect 2 is my favorite game of all time. And that's all I have to say about that.
Awesome.
That's just like generally, that I'm just like going to be starstruck all night.
So you're going to have your eyes on the Shepherds.
100%.
Well, we're going to have our eyes on you and how you're enjoying tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the show.
Yeah,
Thanks
great
again.
to meet you guys. Thank you so much.
Keep up the awesome videos.
Thank you.
Let's
Great
give yourself one last shout out.
Rogan Plays Games on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
His videos are awesome. They take a long time to produce, a lot of research. Check out his stuff. Just so much fun to watch.
And all right, welcome back.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming back. Got another content creator coming up here,
Yeah,
which we're
Ella.
super duper excited about. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's welcome Ella here to the stage. Give her a round of applause.
Round of applause.
Yes, Ella, come on in between
Join
us.
us.
Here.
Yeah.
I love your dress.
Thank you so much.
I love your whole look.
Hello.
Ella, can you let everyone know about your content creation?
Hi, so I'm Elimity, Ellie, or Ella. I'm a game development content creator. I'm from Canada, obviously. And I post videos about game development and some gaming, and I'm happy to be here.
So, yeah, give Ella a round of applause. So, Ella, can you tell us about your journey? Because game development is really hyper-focused for content creation. Where did that start for you?
So I actually was originally in animation. My program is technically animation. I just graduated, by the way.
Give her a round of applause.
So basically, I went to an IRL game showcase after helping my friend with her game for that showcase, and I saw my art moving around on the screen, and I just thought it was so cool. So since then, I entered the gaming stream of that program, and now I am here. That's who I am. I'm here.
in terms
Props
of your,
to you for being here.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Yes.
in terms of your content, it's such a difficult process just to put yourself out there in terms of like, as you're creating. What are some sort of like barriers that you've overcome where it's just like, listen, I'm just gonna put it all out there for the world to see, make my stuff. How do you do that? I have a lot of trouble doing that, so please let me know.
So for me, I think the biggest hurdle is really not caring what anyone thinks. Because for me, I know like on my accounts, on my Elimity account, all my family followed me, everyone from school, everyone. And I just decided that I didn't care. And then I did it.
Way to go, family support system and good
Yes.
friends. Let's get a round of applause.
I will say, they are extremely supportive, but you get in your head, right? And you think that, oh, no one's gonna like this, and you know, I'm gonna like, I think for me, my biggest fear was actually quitting, starting posting and then quitting, but I'm really glad I stuck with it because I'm building a really cool community, and I'm really happy to be here.
Let's talk about your community. What does your community mean to you?
So my community means the people that come up to me, like the person that came up to me today and said that they were inspired by my videos. It means the people
awesome.
that message me and are like, oh my gosh, you inspired me to start. Like this one girl, she's from Latin America, and she messaged me that she was like starting posting because of me. So like that was like really cool. Yeah.
Canadians inspire everyone worldwide. That's really cool that you're able to do that. Now, are you local to the area or?
I live like down the street.
Okay.
You know, down the pond, down the pond.
Down the pond, down the pond. What is your most Canadian take?
That's a hard one. That's a hard one.
It's a Timbit, not a donut hole.
Okay.
That's another one.
Okay, I will say, Tim's is not that bad. It's good, and it's accessible. And I love my daily Timbs.
All right, okay.
So I'm
you may
laughing
want to
'cause
keep your box of Timbits away
I
from
am
her.
laughing because I'm hearing some takes from our very active audience. Let us know in the chat as well, too. Your thoughts.
Now for you, and yes, we talked about your community, but how is your interactions with fellow Canadian content creators? Have they helped inspire you as you inspired other creators?
Yes. Oh my gosh, let me think. Well, this is like a kind of a personal one, but my mom is actually a creator, so not in like the game dev, but seeing her do it is like really cool, I guess. Yeah. It's like having someone so close to you that has like really been consistent with it is really inspiring to me. So yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic.
I know that's like a corny one. That's a corny one.
No, it's a good one.
Honestly,
No.
we love when you can shout out the family and
Yeah,
shout out your
100%.
mom.
So speaking of shutouts, hey, I've got Canadian hockey on the mind.
Yes,
Speaking
hockey on his mind.
of shoutouts, in terms of just like favorite Canadian games, indie games, we've been asking that question a lot on the stage. It doesn't have to be anyone that's within our showcase today. It can be, but what are some of your favorite Canadian indie experiences or games, period?
So I got to play the demo for this game called Easy Delivery Co. It's like a kind of like, I guess, PS2 inspired graphics where you just drive a truck and you deliver things. It's great. Okay, that's like the peak game is Tiny Truck. So that was really cool. It's called Easy Delivery Co. I think they just go by Sam on everything.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I see a lot of creators online taking a lot of like 8-bit art where you're sitting and just kind of like vibing in a rainy TTC streetcar.
Yes.
And I'm just like, okay, I just love this aesthetic. This is where we need to be at.
I think I've seen the account that you're talking about. Specifically. Yeah.
Are we all following the same account?
Yeah, if
We-
it comes
we
to like
probably are.
gaming and getting algorithm into Canadian gaming content, it's probably going to be all of us up here.
Now you got through your education, got that sneak peek into game development. What is your hopes for, furthering your journey?
I hope to keep creating things and making things. I've been drawing since I was little, and I'm so happy because the cool thing about game development is it's so multifaceted. If you are an indie, then a lot of the times you're doing like everything. So like I've gotten to mess around with music. I learned coding. I learned, I don't know, a bunch of stuff. 3D modeling. Shut up, Wonder. I think like that's the cool thing about indie is like you can kind of do everything if you want, and that's like my favorite thing. So.
And then you throw through social media into the mix too.
Yeah.
Like good for you. Like that in itself is like a full-time job.
So for aspiring content creators, I know you said to keep going, just post, but what other advice would you give them?
I would say have an overarching goal for yourself. It may seem like kind of discouraging, maybe you post stuff, maybe it doesn't really hit, but just know that if you have a greater vision for yourself, okay, this sounds so corny, guys.
No, it's not corny.
No, it's great.
Inspiring. Keep
100%.
going.
So I will say you should just keep going if it's really what you want, because you owe it to yourself to try, because I believe in you and you should believe in yourself as well.
I love that. Thank you
Woo!
so much. Give her a round of applause. That was really great. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more than 2 decades, Canada has helped shape the future of video games. Today, more than 821 studios employ over 34,000 people and contribute $5.1 billion to Canada's economy. And across the country, millions of Canadians play, connect, and create through interactive entertainment. Behind the scenes, the ESAC works with governments and industry leaders to ensure Canada remains one of the best places in the world to make games. We champion the creators, innovators, and storytellers whose work entertains billions of players around the world. Canada is built to play, and the future of video games is being made right here.
All right, welcome back to the Canadian Game Awards pre-show. We're excited. The show is going to start in under, 30 minutes? Under 30 minutes? Under 20 minutes?
You're
And
adding
we're
that
here.
Canadian tax again on top of the
I
time.
added-
So we're like,
But we're here with the one and only Victor Lucas, who's going to be accepting
You gotta
a
give it
really
up for
big
this
award
guy.
tonight. Give it a round of applause for Victor. It's so good to have you here. How does it feel to see the community coming together for tonight?
The community needs to come together more often, and I love that everybody is here, and I love that Canadian game makers are going to be up on stage getting their just and well-deserved accolades. I think this industry is absolutely beautiful, and yeah, we need to celebrate what we can make in this country. Yeah,
All right, so
amazing stuff here.
he's far too humble. So I will say, and I got his permission just to put my arm around him like this, because Victor Lucas, oh my goodness. The first time I met you, I think we were checking out the Nintendo Switch for the first time.
Okay.
And you were just... Exactly. We're both two young 20-year-olds up here. But again, more of that Canadian reverse math, I guess. But a lot of some of those adages come up to is like, never meet some of your heroes. And I just want to say, you're one of my heroes, man. You are fantastic in terms of like media, and you are a humble dude and an awesome guy and so approachable. So again, in terms of what it sort of means to be part of this Canadian media scene, how do you just sort of keep it going and always find ways to sort of be a voice for everyone out there in the gaming community?
Well, I do what I love. I started that, you know, when I was able to put the plan together for EP, and I've never forgotten how lucky I am to be able to provide any kind of voice or any kind of service back to games. It's an incredible industry that was a fuel for the fire that I have, and I've been grateful to be given this opportunity to keep going, and people watch, and I hear kind things like that every once in a while, and I wanted to meet the people that made these things, and they graciously let me in, and people were interested. I had a feeling people would be. I definitely felt like the business was huge and that people wanted to know more, and it turns out that they did, and they do, and they will continue to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're being so modest right here.
He is.
But he is definitely, I would echo that, one of those heroes that you meet and you're so happy that you met. It definitely lives up to that. Now, you've seen the landscape in Canada just transform and change.
Yes.
What do you think of the future of Canadian games and what that looks like?
Well, you know, I've been associated with the awards for a long time in different capacities, and what I was telling people right from the beginning around recognition here with the awards is that this is Canada's greatest cultural export. What we make in video games reaches more people around the world than any other art form that comes out of our country. And Canadians don't know that. They don't know where games get made. They don't know how important video games are to the economy and to the culture of our country and what we can put out into the world. And I think events like this and regular reporting around this space shines a spotlight that's incredibly necessary. We should be inspiring people in our country to think about careers in video games. And we should be celebrating the people that make this incredible work, and knowing the company names and knowing the creator names and the studio names and the game, you know, being able to place where this work gets made. So it's incredibly important, and I've always felt that way. And so it's an honor multiple times over to be here tonight.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And just in terms of that, carrying that thought, that idea that we want to keep shedding and putting the spotlight on particular games. For you, who's covered, a veteran, covered so many games at the ripe age of 25, what would you perpetually, what would you say is your favorite Canadian game or indie game? It's a hard one, kind of putting you on the spot.
I think, honestly, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time.
Yes.
I think when we were visiting Ubisoft around that time, Splinter Cell was coming out too. There was a magic in the invention that was happening, and Prince of Persia was just so profoundly artistic and ambitious and creative, honoring the past of games. And I remember talking to Raphael Lacoste, who was the art director on the game, and he's had a great career in games. And he told me that the art in the game was not based on research just on visiting, you know, ancient Persian studies and things. It was based on impressionistic paintings about. So it was based on the interpretation, a Western interpretation of this.
Persia.
Yeah, of Persia. And I just was like, oh my God, this is so brilliant in the way that you are perceiving this. And you're representing, you know, this millennia of art back to us as players. And a lot of that stuff just flies over our head, but It's such profound ambition, and man, we need to celebrate it.
Now, you celebrate because you have so much history with just visiting these different studios, talking about games. I remember when I was younger watching G4 and seeing you just talk so much about the games that I love. What are you doing with that catalog of content that you have, Vic?
I'm glad you asked. Yeah, no, we are actually sharing our whole catalog. Every Saturday, we premiere classic episodes of our shows on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/EPNTV. And we started chronologically right from our first season in 1997. And I'm in the chat, and every once in a while we have different guests from across the industry. They pop in and they talk a little bit of their anecdotes. It's all textual, but we watch the classic shows and we kind of celebrate them from week to week. And it's a surreal thing. And you know, the one thing I will say about that is that you know, people in the media space, this isn't something I knew, but it's something that I can only talk about in retrospect. But try to create work that you will want to see again 30 years later and find some joy and some pride with it. And we didn't know that. You know, we were just goofy idiots trying to make fun things. But yeah, I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of the people I see in it, and knowing all the people that are behind it. But also, I'm proud of the games industry just saying, "Yeah, you wackos from Canada, come on in, and we'll talk to you, and we'll tell you all our secrets. And you can shoot anything, go for it." And it's so clenched now; nobody does anything like that. Yeah.
No one wants to share their secrets, but somehow I know, Vic, you're still going to get secrets out because you're still going strong. So, where can we catch EP?
It's on our YouTube channels, our mothership. It's youtube.com/EPNTV. But we post clips on everything, TikTok and Instagram and Twitch. We're streaming all the time. I've been streaming a lot, and I've really, you know, it was a weird thing to, because I was always squired away, you know, playing my games, and then I'd come out and talk about them, and then we didn't know where they were, where the shows were being seen. But now on Twitch, it's all in real time, and the community is a part of the content, and it's really wonderful. That's really cool.
Well, thank you so much. This Canadian legend, the one and only Victor Lucas, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Keep up the great work. All right, you guys.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, of course. See ya.
The Canadian Game Awards would not be possible without our amazing partners and sponsors. Thank you for your support.
Hello and welcome back. We have Josh with us. Josh, you're here rocking a sick sweater.
We got to get a, if you don't mind, we got to get a full spin right before you introduce yourself, because we have some legendary Toronto fare. Absolutely stunning.
We were just talking about how my nephew has no idea why people wear a 15 Raptors jersey. I had to educate him. But we're not here to talk about the Raps. We're here to talk about Canadian games and your content creation that you do. Can you let everyone know what type of content you create?
Yeah, my name is Josh, or Jazzo. I'm a comedic gaming content creator, really striving to give people a place to check out a real life. I mean, I think we can all agree real life is hard in our day-to-day jobs, and where you got drama on the outside. I really just want to provide a place where people can come and just have a good time.
So I got to ask, because I saw your chat asking, are you the Old Spice guy?
Yeah, okay. So
tell us a story about this.
Yeah, so I have just discovered that an Old Spice commercial I shot in the winter break has now been aired, and I have been getting so many DMs about me being the Old Spice guy doing this, and I'm like, I haven't seen it, so I have no idea. But the word is out. The word is out.
Fantastic. Oh, that's amazing. I actually got algorithmed into your content before even meeting. I was like dying of laughter. What would you say, like in terms of Canadian games that give you a good laugh? Is there anything in particular that comes to mind? Certain games or reactions?
Or
to
give you a
them?
good cry, maybe. You know.
Good cry.
So when it comes to Canadian games, the one that I'm really after right now is somebody is going to get really mad that I haven't played it yet. The Long Dark is on my hit list.
Oh.
It's the next to play, so that is going to be the Canadian game that I'm after for a new series. But in terms of what's kind of chaotic or gives laughs and things like that, indie games are the backbone of the gaming community. I swear by it. They provide so much detail and love in every game, and that's what I'm after. So.
And even if sometimes they work the way they're supposed to, or sometimes the way that they're not supposed to, it's like for content creators like you, profiling that, I guess you call it jank or things don't go the right way. It's comedy gold, am I right?
Exactly, yeah. I like to call it exploiting the accidents.
So what would be your, okay, I don't want us to get in trouble here, but what would be your most comedic gaming take?
Oh, my comedic gaming take.
Yeah. I know, I'm putting you on the spot here. He's being such a good
That's a good one. I'm
player
trying to
here.
think one for myself.
So like, what would, some things that maybe we do as gamers that's actually really funny, but like in the moment may not be?
I love when in the moment when something has happened in the game and you know that it's coming. Like if you're playing a horror game, and this is speaking from a streamer perspective, if you're playing a horror game and it's repetitive, you know the jump scare is coming, but it still manages to get you every single time. That's what I love. That's the comedy gold right there.
How do we fall for it all the time? We know. I always have like, if my mouse, I'm just like, okay, it's, and then you forget. You're like, oh, you know what? Let me grab a snack and keep going. And you're like, oh, the jump scare got me.
Yeah, exactly. Right away. It'll get you right off the bat.
One of your favorite videos of mine is the Michael Jackson reskin one, the jump. Maybe we'll get like, I don't know, a Canadian artist like a Chad Kroeger or Alanis Morissette, get them in there, and you know what? Like,
yeah, that's, hey, we're gonna
have a jump scare.
For Chad Kroeger right there. Shout out Nickelback. We need a Nickelback horror game. Coming out.
We don't need the photograph.
Yeah, please don't show the photograph. Nice.
Okay, now content creation for aspiring Canadians that may be wanting to be content creators. Sometimes you may feel a little bit far from what you're seeing online. You think the algorithm's completely American, but what would your advice be for Canadian aspiring content creators?
Man, don't let the space intimidate you. I think that's the biggest key. I was just talking about it backstage with Ella, how you can post videos and looking back at the beginning of your videos, they're hard to watch, but those videos are what have made you the streamer, the content creator you are today. And the biggest hurdle is really getting over that hurdle to actually start posting. And once you've pushed aside people's opinions, what people think, it's incredibly freeing, and it's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. So.
Okay, one last thing, because I said we would do this, and we gotta hold each other up as Canadian creators.
Okay.
You said your friend made this custom-made sweater for you. I'm gonna let you shout them out. This looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out your
So
friend.
this rework was made by my one of my childhood best friends, Tyson Gibson Design. You can look him up. He does sports rework jerseys, so he turns all of his sports teams into dope fits like this one. This is just one of his Raptors. Always 101. Look him up on Instagram.
Now, Josh.
Fantastic. Whether it is threads, whether it's games, content creators, support Canada.
Yes, and we got to support you, so where can we find you?
You can find me at Jozzo, JOZZOH, on all platforms.
All right, well, thank
Hilarious.
you so much.
Follow. Like, you will not regret.
It was
Just
so great
much fun.
meeting you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Gaming technology is evolving rapidly. Breathtaking visuals, intense competition, and split-second decisions demand cutting-edge performance. Are you ready to enter the next era of gaming? Introducing the Intel Core Ultra desktop processors, designed for legendary gaming, content creation, and AI. Experience ultimate gaming performance, even during the most intense sessions. Get optimal efficiency with a PC that runs cooler, quieter, and quicker. Streamline your content creation with an AI PC. Save time and effort while creating visually stunning content. Simplify your setup with Thunderbolt technology, featuring a single high-speed port to handle all your needs. Multitask with ease with 3D performance architecture, specialized for gaming, streaming, and AI performance.
What a diverse group of fantastic creators.
Yes.
I love it. From comedy to just raw talent to blasts from the past, from people that you know, super 20-year-old Victor Lucas, they all were here. They all were here.
But it's also, not the creators or devs or actors that we saw here, but there are also more of them in the auditorium because the show is about to start. We are just a few minutes away. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so nervous, and I'm not even hosting the show, but the Shepherds should be nervous.
They should be. And there's just so much pop. As I said before, we did a great dress rehearsal, a ton of surprises on the way.
Yes.
Of course, we're going to shine the spotlight as bright as we can on Canadian talent because you guys deserve it. Let's get a cheer.
Let's get a cheer from everyone here. Now, chat, thank you so much for sticking with us as we prepare for the Canadian Game Awards. That is coming right up. Now, drop all your love in chat for all the Canadian-made games, for all the devs that put hours into making these games, the creators, the talent behind the scenes that help make it happen. This show is all about celebrating all of that, and we're excited just to play a little small part about it.
Absolutely. I cannot wait. Show, like I said before, absolutely fantastic. Do not leave your seat. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. And, oh, Canada, here we go.
Yeah.
For more than 2 decades, Canada has helped shape the future of video games. Today, more than 821 studios employ over 34,000 people and contribute $5.1 billion to Canada's economy. And across the country, millions of Canadians play, connect, and create through interactive entertainment. Behind the scenes, the ESAC works with governments and industry leaders to ensure Canada remains one of the best places in the world to make games. We champion the creators, innovators, and storytellers whose work entertains billions of players around the world. Canada is built to play, and the future of video games is being made right here.
The Canadian Game Awards would not be possible without our amazing partners and sponsors. Thank you for your support.
We're about to start, but before we do, it's important to recognize the land that the Canadian Game Awards is happening on. Toronto is in the Dish with One Spoon territory. The Dish with One Spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect.
What does it take to change the game? Not just rewriting the rules, but reimagining how we play.
Let's go!
And daring to challenge why we play.
I have a wish.
Change doesn't happen at once. It starts with a spark of imagination. It grows through late nights and early mornings. A long road where inspiration leads to action.
We will do whatever it takes!
We will be unstoppable. From coast to coast, Canada's been doing something special. In spaces where ideas take shape, our creators kept building and building and building.
In that moment,
I felt the connection.
I'm looking for a creature. Teeth like knives.
Change never asks permission. It shows up where certainty ends and belief begins. From indie teams taking big swings, or AAA studios with local heart, these are stories shaped by a relentless faith in what's possible.
Suit up, dive in, and good luck.
Stand united and claim victory.
Watch this.
I'm watching.
These are not just games, they're meeting places, mirrors, experiences that challenge us and reshape what comes next. Tonight, we celebrate the risk takers, the rule breakers, the ones who refuse to play it safe. Those who don't just play along, but those who changed the game.
Execute.
Welcome to the Canadian Game Awards. Bienvenue au Prix de Jeux Canadien.
This bond that ties us together is something the Reapers will never understand.
It's more powerful than any weapon, stronger than any ship. It can't be taken or destroyed.
But take heart. Look around you. You're not in this fight alone.
The next few hours will decide the fate of everyone in the galaxy.
Please welcome your hosts, Jennifer Hale and Mark Meir.
Good evening. Good evening, Commander.
Good evening, Commander.
And good evening to all of you, and welcome to the 2026 Canadian Game Awards.
I'm Jennifer Hale, and you may know me as Commander Shepard, the polished, diplomatic paragon of virtue in the hit video game trilogy Mass Effect.
And I'm Mark Meir, who you may know as Commander Shepard, the no-nonsense renegade who gets the job done by any means necessary in the hit video game trilogy Mass Effect.
Same uniform, same Normandy, same commander?
Ooh, not even close. Every time you start a new playthrough, you're taking the first steps down an uncharted path. But the second the game begins, the road splits.
Maybe you save Ashley. Maybe Caden makes it out instead.
Maybe the Rachni Queen gets a second chance, or maybe in that moment, extinction feels safer.
Every choice nudges the universe sideways. Tiny decisions snowball into completely different futures, forming a new timeline stitched together from instinct, impulse, curiosity, desperation, whatever feeling happened to hit you in the moment.
One little choice. That's all it takes. And then, everything changes.
You saw it in that opening video moments ago. Tonight is all about the game changers. It's a big phrase, but here's the thing. It sounds big, but so often the biggest changes can start with just a single, seemingly small choice.
In Mass Effect, the story shifts based on what you decide. Who you trust, who you save, who you can't.
Those choices, they don't just stay in one game. They follow you. What seemed like a small decision early on can reverberate hours, years, or even decades later. And that's not just a game mechanic. It's the heartbeat of what we're celebrating here tonight, because the Canadian game industry is built on choices like that.
A line of dialogue that you barely remember typing. A mechanic that almost got cut. A system that someone in a studio hallway said, hey, what if we tried this? It's funny how those tiny moments don't feel like much at the time, but later, they echo.
One decision can feel insignificant in the moment, then suddenly, it's shaping how someone plays, how they feel, how they see themselves in a story, an entire industry.
We have both experienced that ripple effect up close. We've had the privilege of standing in a booth, headphones on, delivering alternate versions of the same moment. Different choices, different paths, different endings.
We know the power of choice. So tonight, when we say game changers, we're not just talking about the big headlines. We're talking about the people who push the medium forward. We are talking about the quiet decisions, the late night fixes, the bold risks, the ideas that almost didn't make it, but did.
It's not just engines or systems, it's people who mentor instead of gatekeep. Studios that take risks on new voices, teams striving for long-term impact over short-term buzz. It's taking the big swings, even if you're not sure they're going to land. Because the courage to try, that's where change starts.
Tonight, we celebrate those moments, the risks, the pivots, the unexpected hits, the choices that changed everything, even if no one saw it coming at the time. Because just like in a certain sci-fi epic we know well,
every choice matters.
And every voice matters. If you are new to this room, welcome. If you've been, yes, welcome. Right? If you've been here before, thank you for leaving the door open. Every single one of you, developers, players, creators, you are part of what comes next.
So tonight, let's celebrate the wins. Let's cheer loud. And tomorrow, let's get back to building. Together. One smart, seemingly small choice at a time.
Welcome to the 2026 Canadian Game Awards.
Designing a video game is the art of building a conversation between intention and curiosity. Rules become brushstrokes, systems become metaphors, and play becomes a way of thinking aloud. To design is to ask, what does this world believe about the player? Game changers are those who revise the question itself. They do not merely polish the familiar. They reframe possibility. And in doing so, remind us that progress in art often begins with the courage to redesign the rules. So now, we honor the games that blur the line between screen and canvas. It begins with the nominees for Best Art Direction. 33 Immortals. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. South of Midnight. Eternal Strands. And Marvel Cosmic Invasion. And the Canadian Game Award goes to South of Midnight.
All week it was a joke that I didn't write a speech, and I still don't have one. Thank you to the team, every artist on the team, UI, character art, environment art, 2D, VFX, everybody who did such an amazing job, all of our partners. I also want to thank every other team in the discipline. When the audio is nice, the game looks better. When the QA catches all the bugs, the game looks better. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, the jury. Thank everybody in this room. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
What actually makes a game feel great to play? It's more than just graphics. It's the way everything comes together. The controls, the pacing, the little decisions that guide you without you even noticing. That's what makes it all click. So, how do you judge something as nuanced as game design? It's about intention. Did the game know what it wanted to be? Did it pull you in and keep you there? The nominees in this category didn't just build worlds, they shaped experiences. And that's when the magic happens. At the moment, design becomes invisible, and all you feel is the game. The nominees are...
Here are the nominees for Best Game Design. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Hell is Us. Eternal Strands. Battlefield 6. And South of Midnight.
Handled them just fine.
And the Canadian Game Award for Best Game Design goes to Hell is Us.
Just makes it worth missing the game tonight.
Yeah.
Same thing. I'm very sorry. I don't have. Do you have a speech?
No.
This is. Thank you so much. This is amazing. Obviously, everybody here deserves this. But I mean, when you decide one day you'll make a game about exploration and discovery, and to take pretty much everything that has kind of been supporting this in games for the past 10, 15 years and say, we'll figure out how to make it work without it. And then we get this award. It means an insane amount of meaning to me.
And John, as he used to say, design distinction, create desire. That's our motto.
It is our motto.
We did it, man.
Thanks, buddy. Merci.
Thank you.
Please welcome from Heartloop Games, Osama Dorius.
Hello, my name's Osama Dorius. I'm the creative director at Heartloop Games, a studio that we started last year with some of my friends. Shout out to my co-founder, Elaine, who's somewhere in the audience, and she told me not to do this. Hi, Elaine. And a big hello to our team back home in Montreal. They're watching live. As some of you might have experienced, Montreal can be a pretty cold place, but we're really warm people. So today we're here to show you Polyfighter. It's our debut title. Some of you might have played our demo on Steam, and others might have tried it outside upstairs in the showcase. But for those of you who haven't, Polyfighter is a single-player roguelike fighting game where you face off against opponents, defeat them, learn their moves, build a moveset that's more wild and broken and as you get more powerful. That's the fantasy of it. We are here today to show you something that we've never revealed before. I'm not going to spoil it because we do have a video. So, roll the clip.
Canadian Game Awards. First look.
years competing at the highest level.
We look mysterious and brooding.
All I can do is bring benefits to as many people as possible.
This is salvation.
She is the genius kissed by the god of truth.
Since when are you exercising independent thought?
And the brightest star of Hermes. We have all we need.
I'm your truth.
Wait, hold on a sec.
Why? So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Rager's flogged-up church.
Well, it's not surprising.
She had hope. She had dreams.
You will need your happiness.
I will find the others.
To win this battle, I will need a mighty ally.
I can't tell you how glad I am to see you. Breathe deeply. Come into the present moment. I stood in the home I was born in, and it only seemed to fill me with more emptiness.
Every person believed they were smarter than I am is no longer alive.
My father was not a pirate. How could you accuse a poor, defenseless orphan like me?
I've never had any friends like you.
Please welcome the voice of Phoenix in Immortals Phoenix Rising and Actra Toronto Vice President Alana Dunkelman.
Performance in games is a craft with its own demands. Actors work across voice, motion, and facial capture, building characters in fragments, out of sequence, and often without the full picture in front of them. These performances typically happen in a booth, sometimes in a closet, sometimes alone, reacting to scenes that don't even exist yet, and somehow they make it feel completely alive. The performers nominated tonight brought depth, nuance, and emotion to their roles. They grounded stories, shaped player choices, and gave emotional weight to every moment on screen. But most importantly, they made us believe. So it is my honor to recognize these unionized nominees for Best Video Game Performance.
These are the nominees for Best Performance, brought to you by Actra. Elias Tufexis, Hell Is Us.
I stared into my father's eyes and saw a man with something I never had. And what was that? An undying purpose.
Momona Tamada, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I am not a strong big sister. I only feel hate. The waves of anger, they do not stop.
Olivia Lepore, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
It's last night. I forgot I filmed this.
Peter Shinkota, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
The horrors of war come for everyone equally. As your father, I had a secret hope that you would be spared.
And Erica Luttrell, Battlefield 6.
They're probably in your ear right now telling you to take me in, but I'm telling you, if you take me in, they take me out.
And the Canadian Game Award for Best Performance goes to Elias Tufexis.
Canadian Video Game Awards. Let me apologize first that I'm not there in person. I wanted to be there. We were planning the flight and everything, and work came up, and the actors in the room will tell you that when work comes up in this economy, you don't turn it down. So I'm sorry I couldn't come up there. Have you seen gas prices? It's crazy. But thank you, anyway, thank you. I'm very proud of this because I'm a very proud Canadian, and I think the Canadian gaming industry is one of the best going, and there's so much talent in Canada. It's nuts. This category is just proof of that. I've seen all 4 of your performances and played the games, and it's stellar. It's incredible work, and I put that up against any work of an actor on a TV show or a film. It's just great stuff, and I'm honored to be part of this category with you guys. Let me just say a little bit in French for the people who made Hell Is Us. Rogue Factor, merci à tous. Merci premièrement à Jean-Jacques Berthet, merci à Yves, merci à Antoine, merci à tout le monde pour votre confiance en moi. Montréal, c'est dans mon cœur toujours. Thank you to everyone who voted. One thing I'll say before I go, I was really involved in the SAG video game strike down here, the SAG-AFTRA video game strike. I was at all the meetings, I was at all the little councils, and I'm very happy with what we fought for and what we got. But every meeting, I would just kind of raise my hand and go, guys, we have to hurry up, because the second the video game producers find out that all the best actors are in Canada, y'all are screwed. Have a good night. Thank you very much. Again, I apologize for not being there. Have a drink on me. Send me the bill. I mean, I'm not going to pay, but you can send me the bill. All right? Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Go Habs go. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all other nominees. It's an honor to be part of this category with all of you. We have incredibly talented actors in Canada, just as Elias said. So congrats to all of you, and thank you for this.
And one little thing, Elias, if you're listening, remember that chat on Facebook a long time ago when we dreamt about this. Thank you.
Please welcome. Please welcome the voice of Zelda, Ash in Rainbow Six Siege, Zyzik in Star Wars Outlaws, and many more. Canada's own Patricia Somerset.
Awesome. Before the performance, before the motion capture, and before any of us ever step into the booth, there is the script. The choices on the page, the rhythm of the line, the subtext that tells you what not to say out loud. For actors, that is everything. It is the map, and sometimes the mystery. Especially where scenes aren't always linear and you are building a character piece by piece, out of order, trusting the writing to just hold it all together. And when it does, boy, do you feel it. The story guides the performance, and the performance in turn brings the story to life. So the games nominated tonight didn't just give us worlds to explore, they gave us reasons to care and to stay and to see it through. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Best Narrative are Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, Hell Is Us, South of Midnight, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Wanderstop.
The Canadian Game Award for Best Narrative goes to South of Midnight.
I did prepare a speech, but gosh, you're all really beautiful. Merci au Canada, merci au Quebec. All the stories are real, Hazel, and being here is really a fairy tale come true, or maybe a tale told by a catfish. And last week I spoke to Farah, our Associate Narrative Director on South of Midnight, because I'm representing her and the team today. And I asked her, Farah, if I do get to go on stage, what am I going to do? Because, yeah, we don't do this every day. It's pretty scary. And she said to me, it's okay. It's all of us with you. And when you have a team like that behind you, you can really do anything. And yeah, so that feels pretty great. So we're all here tonight, our team, our partners, our colleagues at Xbox, and we did this together. We told Hazel's story, and she led us on a path of empathy, of healing, and the courage to do what is right. And for Hazel's journey to reach your homes and your hearts, it means everything, everything to us, and that's why we do this. So thank you.
Gaming technology is evolving rapidly. Breathtaking visuals, intense competition, and split-second decisions demand cutting-edge performance. Are you ready to enter the next era of gaming? Introducing the Intel Core Ultra desktop processors, designed for legendary gaming, content creation, and AI. Experience ultimate gaming performance, even during the most intense sessions. Get optimal efficiency with a PC that runs cooler, quieter, and quicker. Streamline your content creation with an AI PC. Save time and effort while creating visually stunning content. Simplify your setup with Thunderbolt technology, featuring a single high-speed port to handle all your needs. Multitask with ease with 3D performance architecture, specialized for gaming, streaming, and AI performance. We're back!
Sound is one of the most powerful tools in games. A single note, a familiar tone, and suddenly you're not just thinking about a game, you're back inside it.
Take, I don't know, Mass Effect.
For example?
The moment you hear that main theme, you're instantly transported back to the Normandy. Soundtracks don't just sit in the background. They carry the weight of the whole journey.
And then there's audio design. The peaceful hum of the ship's engines, or the terrifying drone of the Reapers. These details build the world around you. They make it believable, livable.
They do different jobs, but they're always in conversation. Music tells you how to feel. Sound design tells you where you are.
Together, they shape every moment, whether you notice it or not.
So tonight, we are proud to recognize both crafts. First, let's see the nominees for Best Score and Soundtrack.
The nominees for Best Score and Soundtrack are South of Midnight,
Let's play together. You go and I.
Eternal Strands, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and Lost Records Bloom and Rage.
Would you like to do the honors, Commander?
Of course. And the Canadian Game Award for Best Score and Soundtrack goes to South of Midnight.
So I'm accepting this on behalf of our audio director, Chris Fox, and our composer, Olivier de Rivière, in Paris. Both Chris and Olivier came to me to talk about having a vision for music that was different than what they'd seen in other games. They wanted to put music front and center, not in the background. They wanted music to help tell the story of our games. They wanted to engage with people from the region, go to Nashville, find corps of high school kids and work with musicians from the region to not only craft the voice and the lyrics, but the sound of the game that we made. So to me, this is a recognition of our efforts to incorporate an important medium inside our game in a way that seamlessly blends with the experience, but also doing it with respect to the people that we were working with. So on behalf of the team, thank you very much. Thank you.
What's up, Chad? Today, we got 3 brand new JBL Quantum headsets to test out. First one, let's try out the 250s. Chad, y'all see that?
Yo, where was I?
Next, we have the 650X. These things are fire. Yo, what is JBL doing? Okay. Time to lock in. We got the 950X. With the headset this good, I'll be ready for anything. Because sound is survival. What?
These are the nominees for Best Audio Design, brought to you by JBL. Hell Is Us. Battlefield 6. Eternal Strands. Assassin's Creed Shadows. And South of Midnight. And the Canadian Game Award goes to South of Midnight.
So, I'm also here on the behalf of Chris Fox, our audio director. Audio design is such an interesting fusion between tech and art, but also a very challenging one. So I would like to congratulate all the other nominees. With South of Midnight, we try to stay authentic to the musical heritage of the South, as well as the sounds and the environment. But we did it in a dynamic way, weaving it into an interactive score to build a powerful moment in the game. So huge thanks to everybody that helped make the audio in this game a success, and our talented internal team, as well as all the external partners. Thank you.
Please welcome Canadian Game Awards creator and executive producer, Carl Edwin Michel.
Hey, what's up? All right. Well, first of all, I just wanted to start to say thank you to my team. I always start with that. Thanks, my team. It's an amazing group putting this show together, so thank you to them. I also want to thank our partners, sponsors that are, because of you, we're making this show together, so thanks a lot for that. Also, I want to thank you, the community, the gaming community, the game devs, the people behind the scene creating those amazing experiences. That's the reason why I'm a gamer. I'm a proud gamer. I love this industry. So that's why I want to celebrate this with you. The other thing that I want to say, I want to thank all the devs that came to our showcase. Last year, we've tried a few initiatives where we're going from event to event, just showcasing a bunch of Canadian game developers, and it went really well. So well that we decided to create our own expo, but really having a big event. And we talked to a few people, and we're happy to say that we're having our first Hey Game Expo that is going to happen in Kingston in July 3rd and 5th. It's going to be at the Slush Puppy Arena, so really happy about that. I think we have some people from Kingston here. I don't know where they are. Please come on stage with me. This is because of them that we're doing this.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going first. We thought the trailer was going to come first. Okay. Congratulations to all of you tonight. You guys, this industry is blowing up. We're amazed to see the incredible, inspiring work we've seen tonight. Okay, so we're very excited to welcome A Game Expo for and Fight for the Throne esports tournament to Kingston, Ontario this summer. It's an event that will bring together our gaming community across the city and put Kingston on the map as a hub for esports in Eastern Ontario. We already have a very strong fighting game community hosting tournaments. Shout out to Middle Ground, wherever you guys are.
And we think Kingston is a great location. We're perfectly suited in between Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, upstate New York, and an event like this, and hopefully many more, bring it to us, is perfectly situated to bring our sports hosting initiatives together with our really strong creative industries. We've got a really vibrant film, media, and music community there, and we hope to see you in Kingston in July. Thank you.
Thank you.
Canadian Game Awards. First look.
Infected and mutants are swarming the area. It's like they're running from something. I hope you're armed. Stay away from the fog, God's sake. Now, you need to get to the
Well, folks, we're coming up 9 o'clock, 9:30 in Newfoundland, so I've been asked to tell you that we're going to fly through a few here.
Indeed. Esports has become a core pillar of the video game community. Not just something you watch, but something that has shaped how games are played, studied, and even built. It is high pressure, for sure, but it's also highly collaborative.
Behind every match you see on stage, there's a network of people and systems working together. Players pushing their limits, coaches adjusting tactics, and organizers building spaces where competition can thrive.
It's become a space where performance, preparation, and presentation all collide in real time. Sometimes chaotic, sometimes precise, but always moving the medium forward in some way.
So when we talk about esports now, we're talking about a core part of modern gaming culture, not separate from it, but right inside it.
And tonight, we begin by recognizing the players who sit at the center of that world. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Esports Player.
And
the winner of the Canadian Game Award is
this guy!
This dude right here! And I'm gonna get his name right now! Hold on! What is it? Twist! Woo! Woo! Sorry, Twist! We got you!
We'd like to apologize for not immediately recognizing you from your 8x10.
Okay, I got some learning to do.
They said, no envelope, no problem. Just read it off the screen. It's a learning curve.
Twist is going to stay with us for a while we work this out.
I believe we are now moving on to Esports Coach. Is that correct? Yes, Esports Coach. Standing behind every great player is a coach who pushed them to reach that next level. And I have more to say, but the teleprompter stopped moving. As we say, once it hits 9:30 in Newfoundland, all bets are off. So I will reiterate, standing behind every great player is a coach who pushed them to reach that next level, working at the crossroads where preparation meets inspiration. Coaches are right there, devising tactics, adjusting strategy on the fly, and keeping things calm when the matches are anything but. So, now we celebrate the leaders behind the scenes, those who take raw talent and transform it into champions. Here are the nominees for Best Esports Coach.
And the winner of the Canadian Game Award is... Who wants to guess? Do we want to pull? Hey! Woo! Somebody go! This is my favorite part of the night.
Yes. I'm glad you did. I was actually trying to memorize all those names and faces in the 4 seconds that we had. So thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Of course, every big esports moment needs an even bigger stage. And every unforgettable esports memory, I will tell you in a minute, we're going to hold. As soon... Yes, starts with an... this is important, actually. Woo! Every esports memory starts with an event built to carry it. Packed arenas and huge online audiences all locked into the same moment. A single play can shake the room, whether you're in person or online, all at once. This next award is about the tournaments that bring it all together. The talent, the production, the crowd. When it all works together, it's more than competition. It's a full spectacle from the first match to the final point. Here are the nominees for Best Esports Event. And the Canadian Game Award goes to... Raptors! Woo!
See, that one we could have done because it was a logo and text. Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations. And last, but certainly not least, we have the esports organizations. These are the groups building winning environments, where preparation is sharp, systems are tight, and teams show up ready to perform. But it's not just about results. It's about creating a space where players can grow, stay competitive, and reach their full potential. So now, let's recognize the ones setting that standard. Here are the nominees for Best Esports Organization.
And the Canadian Game Award goes to Shopify.
This is a bit of a weird one. Welcome, everybody. I don't normally do this.
Let me hear you howl at a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the dive! Wow.
It's Wednesday!
Like you, I was dying to play this game. I've been waiting for years and years.
You got a meeting, but you're going to try to keep up? Listen, I appreciate you putting my Azeroth Interiors entry on par with your work.
I refuse to respec! I refuse to respec!
Yes! Oh my gosh, that's clean.
As always, folks, some people might say it's too much, right? Don't listen to them. Just do what you want to do. Express yourself.
Please welcome the founder of XP Gaming and co-founder of VGLX, Jason Lepin.
Wow, there's a lot of people here tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm also losing my voice, so pardon me ahead of time. On behalf of VGLX, the Video Game Live Expo, I'm honored to present the award for Best Canadian Content Creator. Content creators play a massive role in shaping how games are discovered, shared, and remembered. They build communities, create culture around the games we love, and help bring people together through play. We believe gaming is at its best when it creates shared experiences and real communities, which is exactly what we aim to celebrate at VGLX this October through playable experiences, live entertainment, and our new Creator Lounge designed to support and connect creators from across the gaming community. The nominees for Best Content Creators are and the winner of the Canadian Game Awards for Best Content Creator is Victor Lucas.
Get one of these. I didn't make a speech for this. I'm the uncle with all these kids up here, I feel like. I've been doing this for a while, and I prepped another speech, which you'll be hearing soon, but thank you very much. Thank you for putting me in this category and for being a part of this incredible industry. and for considering me and my current work, which I think is being recognized right now, which is wild, because a lot of people look at me and they think of, I hear quite a bit. I grew up with you. I hear a lot, which is, thank you. Thank you to everybody that supports me, that has always supported me. But thank you also to everybody that's aspiring to build new material around this industry. I want everybody in this room to promise me and everybody else in this room that you will tell your friends and your family to play video games. Do not take any of their bullshit. You want people to play video games because it is the best damn medium human beings have ever created. It is the best entertainment we got. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is way better than going to the bank.
Oh my god, you look amazing.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Work.
Nice.
If you build the best BMO branch in Fortnite, you could win $5,000.
That is super cool.
How are you?
Welcome to the 3rd annual TFC and BMO Level Up Cup. If personal finance was a game, what build would you choose to meet your goals?
How is the fraud landscape changing?
Woo, we did it. We saved Billy. You see Billy?
AJ is your champion. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please welcome accessibility advocate, consultant, and content creator Steve Saylor.
Oh my God, Commander Shepard said my name. Hello, everyone. It's great to be able to be here. You all look fantastic. I'm blind, so take with that what you will. So I am honored to be here because, I don't know if you know, fun fact, today is actually Global Accessibility Awareness Day. So I am very honored to be able to present this very first time an Accessibility Award, the Canadian Game Awards, so thank you. For millions of players living with disabilities, features like customizable controls, subtitles, colorblind modes, speech-to-text, and adaptive hardware, they aren't extras. They're the bridge into the experience. They're the difference between sitting on the sidelines and finally getting to play. Games are where friendships start, where stories are told, and where communities grow. No one should be locked out of that because a menu can't be read or a controller can't be used. The nominees in this category didn't just build games, they built doors and then made sure people could walk through them even if they couldn't be able to before. So here are the nominees for Best in Accessibility. Wanderstop, Squeak Ross, Home Squeak Home. I love it, it's a great name. South of Midnight, EA Sports FC 26, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. I just want to point out it is very interesting that they gave an envelope to the blind guy. Oh good, they put it in large font, this is great. And the Canadian Game Award for Best Accessibility goes to Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Thank you, everyone. Accessibility is something we take to heart. And I want to thank the team in Quebec, Belgrade, and Kyiv who contribute to this work. And also special thanks to our UX director, Jonathan Bédard, for his guidance and care throughout the process. To the players who rely on these features, your feedback guide us every step of the way. Merci à tous. Merci beaucoup, Québec.
Merci.
It didn't start big. Just a belief that the game industry could be better connected. So we started building and bringing people together. Developers, studios, publishers, partners. And what started as a local idea became a platform spanning the country. In just 5 years, XP Gaming has helped create thousands of meaningful relationships, helping drive over $100 million in opportunity across the industry. But behind every connection is a story. Great games can start anywhere, but they grow through connection. XP Gaming. This is where the game industry connects.
Video games no longer live in a single room, tethered to a single screen. They now spill outward. They slip over our eyes, sit cradled in palms on morning trains. Play has become nomadic. Games unfold in moments and marathons. They're solitary or shared, intimate or spectacular. They meet the player where they are. They ask less about how one should play, but rather how one wants to play. Within this abundance stand the true game changers. Designers, artists, engineers, and players who push against habit and expectation, expanding where play can happen, and reshaping how games fit into our lives.
We've spent the last year watching Canadian-made games dominate every space you can think of. PC, that's right, woo! Like, yeah! PC, console, mobile, VR, with all these ways to play. Each comes with its own unique flavor, different challenges, different constraints, but always the same goal, to make something people truly connect with. So now, it's time to honor the very best in every corner of the gaming world. First up, the platform that pushed gaming forward, Best PC Games.
The nominees for Best PC Game are Aloft, Foundation, Ambrosia Sky Act 1, Eternal Strands, and Battlefield 6.
And the Canadian Game Award goes to Battlefield 6. Come on, still walking. Still walking, let's go.
Thank you very much. On behalf of everybody at Battlefield Studios across the world, but especially in Canada, at Motive in Montreal and Ripple Effect in Vancouver, thank you very much. That means a lot to us and to our fans.
Thanks a lot.
You know, there's something special about a great console game. The room falls away, the controller disappears from your hands, and suddenly you're somewhere else entirely, lost in a world of endless possibility. Here in Canada, our developers pour their hearts into the worlds they create. You can see it in the smallest details, hear it in every note of the score, and feel it in the quiet moments between explosions and boss fights. This year's nominees don't merely keep us occupied for a weekend or two. They remind us why games stay with us, why years later people still talk about a certain mission, a single line of dialogue, or an ending that hit so hard the feeling never faded. The nominees are...
These are the nominees for Best Console Game, brought to you by Best Buy. Battlefield 6. Hell is Us. South of Midnight. Assassin's Creed Shadows. And Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
And the Canadian Game Award for Best Console Game goes to South of Midnight.
Second, I'm pulling out my phone right now, and I hope it's still on my speech. There we go. All right, it's really an honor to be nominated in such an impressive lineup of Canadian games. Congrats to all the fellow nominees, and if I add still ends, I would, give you guys a round of applause, so I think you do deserve it. Thank you. So, South of Midnight is the result of an extensive team effort. Everyone on the project brought their talent, their passion, their dedication to make a game they hope would resonate with people. Some of them are sitting right over there. Some others are going to be watching from home. So this award really is the result of that collaboration, and it means a lot to our team. We spent years pouring our hearts into South of Midnight, and seeing players connect with it, it's been the greatest reward we could ask for. And we want to thank everyone who played, supported, shared the game, reviewed it, streamed it. Really, it was great to see the reaction. Thank you very much. And we also want to thank our partners who were an integral part of the team, as well as the team at Xbox for supporting the vision. So on this, again, thank you all for this honor. Thank you.
And now, for another Canadian Game Awards first look, please welcome from Paracosm Studio, Sadeh Majubnia and Pedram Safari.
Hello, I'm Sadeh. I'm founder of Paracosm Studio, a small indie studio from Nova Scotia.
And I'm Pedram Safari, the lead developer and designer.
Also, I'm one of the board of directors of Interactive Nova Scotia, and I just want to say we've been so great to see. Last few years, it was really hard on game industry, especially for Nova Scotia. We had the studio closures, but we all stayed together. I've been part of many industries in the past, but last decade, I was part of the game industry, and I saw how much we care for each other. Keep up the good work.
As creators and storytellers, we experience a mental condition called paracosm. It is the ability that allows us to create highly imaginary, detailed worlds in our minds. And games allow us to come together and bring those stories to life and give players a chance to experience them. Now, our game is called Dagger Roots VR. It's a thriller. It's a psychological thriller escape room based on true stories from Nova Scotia. You play as a single mother lost in her fears and fear of missing children.
We prepared a small teaser for the first look, and please enjoy and make sure to wish list and follow us on socials. Thank you.
Canadian Game Awards. First look.
Mom, come play with us. I'm coming, Jenna.
What is happening here? Where am I? Andrew. Jenna! Oh, this is happening again. This is happening again.
What are you doing in my home?
This is not game anymore. I'm done playing this game.
Please welcome from A Gaming Network, founders Marcel D. and journalist Steve Vegvari.
I don't know if I'm trying that game out. I'm just letting you know.
No, that's
Like,
too spooky for me. That was too
I'm
spooky
out.
for me. Since tonight's all about game changers, it only feels right to shine a light on the creators who don't just build worlds, they twist and reshape the ones we're already standing in.
These games just don't sit on screen. They shift how we see space, touch, and even memories itself.
Slip on a headset or AR glasses and suddenly your living room isn't your living room.
Are these AR? No.
No.
Oh,
no, these
not
are
yet.
regular. No,
Okay,
no.
so it could be a sprawling boss area 1 minute, and then a quiet forest trail the next, and that's when we realize the lines between virtual and reality is getting thinner by the day.
So when we celebrate the games in this category, we're really celebrating a new way of being present.
Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Best VR and AR Game are Verse VR, Elsewhere Electric, Fruit Golf, Chrono Strike, and Prison Boss Prohibition.
You have the envelope? Oh, brother. I always have to say it, man. Come on. Here, you know what? You get to say it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
And
yours.
the winner for the Canadian Game Awards for VR and AR, Elsewhere Electric.
Yeah, thank you for this, Canadian Game Awards. And it's been so great to be included with such amazing nominees. Elsewhere Electric, it's Games by Stitch's most ambitious project to date. Really, it's 2 games in one. On 2 screens, all about communication. Our game designer, Ryan Henson Crichton, designed a game about constant communication. Yeah. Sorry, I'm the worst of speeches. Thank you. This game couldn't have been made without the support of the Canada Media Fund and Ontario Crates. Shout out to them. And the work of such a very small, diligent team at Stitch. Thank you very much.
Please welcome 2-time Canadian Game Award winner and host Camille Salazar-Hadaway and gaming journalist Matthew Dappertuck Srondina.
Wow, what a talented group. Just a little bit intimidating being up here, you know what I'm saying? Give yourselves a round of applause. Give it up, everybody. Well, speaking of talent, this is the talent that they create things that can fit in the palm of your hand and in your pocket with mobile games. So mobile games have a way of sneaking up on you. 1 minute you're waiting for the bus, grabbing a coffee, killing 5 minutes between meetings, and then suddenly, boom, you're completely locked in. Great mobile games don't demand a 40-hour commitment. I find my way to do that with Pokemon TCG, but you know, they fit naturally into the cracks of life until those cracks start feeling like doorways to something bigger.
The nominees in this category provide that small screens that small screens can still deliver huge worlds, sharp storytelling, and those dangerous just one more run moments that never really turn out to be just one run. All right, and the nominees are...
Here are the nominees for Best Mobile Game. Leah and the Word Spirit. Elsewhere Electric. Rainbow Six Mobile. And EA Sports FC Mobile 26.
This is such a fancy envelope. And the Canadian Game Award goes to...
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Rainbow Six Mobile!
Hello. So it's an honor to be here. Technology behind smartphones has exponentially increased in the last decade, and it's also created a world where millions of people now have a smartphone as their main gaming device and maybe even their main computer. So it's been really fun to adapt a really unique and iconic and tense game like Rainbow Six Siege to mobile and adapt it to a new market like that. So on behalf of the team, we want to also acknowledge the fans that have waited for this for years. And I want to thank Montreal and Winnipeg. Merci. Bonne soirée.
For more than 2 decades, Canada has helped shape the future of video games. Today, more than 821 studios employ over 34,000 people and contribute $5.1 billion to Canada's economy. And across the country, millions of Canadians play, connect, and create through interactive entertainment. Behind the scenes, the ESAC works with governments and industry leaders to ensure Canada remains one of the best places in the world to make games. We champion the creators, innovators, and storytellers whose work entertains billions of players around the world. Canada is built to play, and the future of video games is being made right here.
Please welcome President and CEO of the Entertainment Software Association of Canada, Paul Fogelin.
Good evening, everybody. Are we having fun? Great vibe. At the Entertainment Software Association of Canada, we're proud to represent an industry that creates experiences enjoyed by millions of Canadians and players around the world. Tonight, we're especially excited to present the ESAC Fan Choice Award. Now, this award is unique because it's determined entirely by players. Over the past several months, thousands of fans from across Canada cast their votes to support games that resonated with them the most. This year's top 5 finalists reflect the incredible diversity of Canadian video game industry, from globally recognized franchises to innovative independent titles, and from studios in Quebec and Ontario and other creators all across the country. So before we reveal the winner in this envelope, we're going to take some time to recognize the top 5 finalists, and feel free to applaud. In 5th place, Assassin's Creed Shadows by Ubisoft Quebec. In 4th place, Hell Is Us by Rogue Factor. In 3rd place, Fresh Tracks by Buffalo Buffalo. In 2nd place, Warframe, The Old Peace by Digital Extremes. And now, we need a drum roll or something here. For the moment we've all been waiting for, the winner of the inaugural 2026 ESAC Fan Choice Award is Lost Records Bloom and Rage by Don't Nod Montreal.
Surprise for us. We were not expecting that, but yeah, we're so happy.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. We are really not ready for this one, so thanks for all of our players. We want to thank all our team back at Dortmund Montreal for everybody who worked on this game. You know, the games we do, we love to create characters and tell stories that we hope you will connect with. So knowing that it is the prize from the public, I mean, it's so great that they connected with Swan, Nora, Autumn, and Kat. Again, thank you so much for this.
Please welcome Minnow founder Kirsten Timothy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kingston Timothy, aka K Von Doom around the world, and it is a pleasure to be here at the Canadian Game Awards. Shout out to every single Canadian game dev across Canada. All right, so the Community Award celebrates the builders behind the gaming scene, people, organizations who create the spaces where gamers connect. These are all organizers of local tournaments, grassroots events, and inclusive communities that turn gaming into something bigger than just playing. This award recognizes leadership, service, and impact. It also honors those who bring people together through fan events, mental health support, diversity initiatives, and other efforts that strengthen and unite Canadian gaming community. There are so many people doing incredible work in this space, and we're so proud to announce the winner of the Community Award, Femme Gaming.
Every female should be a part of Femme Gaming.
I love knowing that there are so many women that enjoy gaming as much as I do.
Where else can you find a strong group of women that are just supportive and they don't judge ever? That's why I like it there.
Every female should.
Thank you so much. For those who know me, I'm not a big person who likes to be in front of everyone. I'm more of a behind-the-scenes kind of person, so I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for the Canadian Game Awards for this incredible honor. Winning the Community Award means more because Femme Gaming started with just me behind a screen. No funding, no big team, no roadmap. Just a belief that women deserve to feel welcomed, represented, and supported in gaming and esports. This award belongs to every woman in gaming, whoever felt overlooked or underestimated, the woman competing, creating content, organizing events, volunteering, interning, streaming, and continuing to take up space in the industry every single day. Thank you everyone who supported Femme Gaming over the years. Whether you visited our Femme Gaming Lounge, stopped by our booth, supported us online, competed in a tournament, or believed in what we are building, thank you. A huge thank you to the amazing women who helped shape Femme Gaming. Over the years, Shadona, Janice, Billy, Kagan, Kristen, Seher, Kate, Vivo, Gabriella, and Naomi. And a very special thank you to our incredible partners, BMO Next Level, Manpreet and the team. Thank you so much for believing in our mission. To MLSE Esports and Raptors Uprising community, Bryce, you and your team are amazing. Thank you for all your support. And thank you to everyone in the industry who continues to uplift, support, and advocate for more inclusive spaces in gaming. Change happens when people come together, and we truly appreciate every ally who stands beside us. This isn't just an award, it's proof that women in gaming are here and changing the industry for the better. And we're just getting started, so thank you.
When you volunteered for the therapy, you were in rough shape. Worthless. Human garbage. Well, I'm going to help you, to guide you through. It's going to be painful. You can believe that. We wouldn't have brought you all this way for something easy. But at the end of this journey, you'll be reborn. A whole new you. We're all going to get better together.
Please welcome the co-founder of Red Barrels, Philip Morin.
To Montreal. All right, read the prompter, Phil. Back in 2012, while we were looking for financing, someone asked us if we wanted to be rich or if we wanted to be kings. Maybe some of the indies here heard that question before. I didn't understand it. I understood the reasoning behind it, but that question didn't make much sense for me. Because to me, what's being an indie means you don't have to care about any preconceptions. You don't have to choose between one goal or the other. You can carve your own path and make your own rules. As long as you don't run out of money, of course. That's why it didn't make sense to me having to choose between being king or being rich. So to all indies out there, you can aim for both. You should aim for both. Find a hole in the market, find an audience, give them your best effort, and you'll have your kingdom, and you'll be a rich king or queen. Indie devs don't play it safe, not even close. They swing big, they experiment and chase ideas others wouldn't dream of. And honestly, that's what being a game changer is all about. Not just refinement, but disruption. The courage to push past comfort zones and challenge the idea of what games are supposed to be. So let's celebrate the teams who prove that passion can outmuscle scale and that a handful of creators can send a shockwave through the whole industry. The nominees are...
These are the nominees for Best Indie Game, brought to you by Red Barrels. Ambrosia Sky, Act 1. Control-Alt-Deal. Wonderstop. Fresh Tracks. And Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
And the Canadian Game Award for Best Indie Game goes to Wonderstop. They cannot be with us tonight, so I'll take it.
Hey, welcome to Electric Playground. We've got a very special episode for you guys today, so let's get right to it, shall we?
What I always admired about Victor is that Electric Playground was consistent, right? And to this day, Electric Playground is consistent. Victor was really, archiving the history of games.
He's always been the true, sturdy, authentic voice for gamers in Canada, and he has never wavered on that.
Who was I? I was a guy out of Canada. I had an idea for a TV show, and the industry let me in, and I got to see firsthand how hard people work to try to make some cool things.
Roll tape. All right, get out of the frame. Let's go. Can you do like an impression of what that character is? Hey, watch out. Hey, I'm a bug from Galaga.
I knew I had to do something special, so I started dreaming. Well, that dream ended up being this show. And because of all of you wonderful people, I got to live it.
Guys, I got to tell you, I am just really happy.
And I really think it's a one-of-a-kind thing to have a show that's been on this long with one person really guiding it the entire way. That just doesn't happen anymore.
He was starting something that just didn't really exist at the time.
Victor Lucas has been a staple in the gaming media culture history for as long as there's been gaming media culture history.
No one knows more about video games and the people who make it than Victor Lucas.
He's just encyclopedic in his knowledge of the industry and in his championing of the Canadian game industry.
He had a vision for what games could be, but also he could see all the work and love and passion that went into making them, and he made it his job to be someone who could tell those stories.
When you watch him, you go, okay, this guy loves what he's talking about, and I love what he's talking about. So let's all love what he's talking about together.
Nobody else in the world, not just in Canada, nobody else in the world brings to games the perspective that Vic brings to games.
This is everything to him. Everything you see is what you get. He truly loves all of this stuff.
Oftentimes, I think the things that are most successful are when they're built authentically from a person's voice, and I do think, Electric Playground, Judgment Day, Reviews on the Run, all that stuff is very much Victor.
I love a lot of games. Guilty as charged. I love a lot of video games. But if I didn't, there would have been no television show like Electric Playground.
Thank you for your years of contributions to interactive entertainment. You're a true master.
I will always call Victor Lucas the godfather of gaming in Canada because he is. You can't argue with me about that.
Victor Lucas is a game changer because by definition, he changed the game. Canadian gaming industry, and I think gaming as a whole, is completely different because of people like Victor.
They should hook him up to the grid and, power 1 million homes for a year because he just has infinite amounts of energy.
He's still covering it now. It's not like it's ended. Man's still going strong. The longevity. Once he got rid of the soul patch, it was just like a brand new life was flashed back into him, and he just kept going strong.
I've devoted my life to this freaking thing. I love it, and I feel like this is incredibly impactful, powerful storytelling and escapism and art and entertainment.
The way he reaches out and uplifts people, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be in the room with, to be alongside, to have been any part of. It's fantastic.
I feel like he took a chance on me, and for that I am forever grateful. He's one of the key pillars in me forming a career in this industry, and I would not be here today without him.
It meant so much to me as just like a little girl in the gaming industry to have someone who was willing to have my back like that. I just won't forget that, ever.
Just walk a convention with Vic and see how people react to him. It kind of gets me. It really does.
You're a brother for life, and I wish you nothing but continued success, and I can't wait till we're hosting EP into our 70s and 80s, because that's right around the corner.
Vic, congratulations on this achievement. I miss you, buddy.
Thank you for all you do, all you have done, and all I know you're going to do.
All I can say is you deserve all of the compliments in the world.
You're at the tip of the spear on how Canadian video games have an impact. And I'm proud of you and happy for you, and happy to call you a friend.
I hope that you feel how much you are loved in this industry, but from Canadian gamers in general. You have given us so much, and you deserve the world.
I do want to say to Victor Lucas, my brother, this is an honor well deserved. There's no one else in the world who deserves this more than you do, my friend.
Congratulations. I know I wouldn't have the career I have today without all your early support, and it means the world to me that you were a believer in what I was building, and I've always been a believer in you.
I think people forget how emotionally impactful and important video games and creativity is for people. They're not just products. They're not just numbers. They're very meaningful. And the people that make them make the world more fun.
Yes, it's time for the Game Changer Award.
to the man who makes it all so much more fun.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. I'm supposed to follow that. That was Carl.
This is when you say.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God.
I'd just like to say congratulations, Victor, on your excellent collection of toys.
Thank you. Mark gets me. You get me, brother. I'm just going to put this down because I actually did write it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. This is outrageous. It's called the Game Changer Award, which is a great title, and this is incredibly auspicious. But for me, obviously, it's been a time to reflect on my career and my life covering video games. I spend way too much time thinking about my journey these days. Ever since I made the commitment to share our classic archive, I get to watch and think about the younger me, which you just saw, starting a chapter of his life every weekend. On youtube.com/EPNTV, by the way. Plug. And it's a chapter that I continue to this day. I wouldn't have called that. I sure didn't plan for it. What I did plan on was trying to launch a TV show about video games because I love them, and the industry has always fascinated me. Game makers, you are incredible. You aspire to entertain through the most challenging inventions, and it has been and continues to be an honor to document your work, your teams, and your ambitious imagination. When I was pitching the Electric Playground, I had to drop a lot of stats about how big the game industry was in the mid-90s. That's how old I am. And how big it was predicted to grow. I got a lot of TV executives, very excited with those numbers. I used to read every issue of Wired magazine, and the discussion about the convergence of internet and television was in bold-faced type every month. So naturally, as we pitched and shot demo footage for EP, we launched a website about video games, one of the first in the world. And there were no background colors back then, just gray. Every website was gray. Now I'm the one that's gray. It's crazy. I'm getting this award and this recognition today, but you know I didn't create our shows alone. I did create a blueprint, and then with the kindness and grace and generosity of a collection of fellow dreamers, we chased it. We were all pretty green, and you can see it in those earliest episodes, figuring out how to do this. Aaron Mooney had experience in the newsroom, and he supervised our production. Tavis Dunn worked on computer graphics part-time while he worked in a computer store. We asked him to create some title graphics for our first show about E3, and he became our incredible art director and defined the look of the Electric Playground. Rob Koval was a fan that watched the show, and we met him and instantly realized he should be a part of the team, and he became an invaluable producer and the EP elf, which he deserves a round of applause for. Yes. Thank you. You're calming me down with that. I appreciate that. We auditioned Julie Stouffer, and she was just a beacon of light and a blast to work with. Kelly Benson blew us away with her improvisational skills, and Tommy Tellerico was a name that I knew from the video game magazines. He was lightning in a bottle as our host. So charismatic and so committed to having fun on our quirky little show. I learned so much from him. In our early years, we hit the road to cover games, and we were greeted with open arms by studios up and down the West Coast. We were that cool Canadian video game show, and everybody knew Tommy. As we kept going, we kept figuring things out. We partnered with networks and learned from them, Space Channel, Discovery, G4, MTV Canada, and others. And our team grew and grew. I got to partner with the brilliant and hilarious Scott Jones, the savvy and effervescent Marissa Roberto, and we added team members in different cities like the unstoppable Jose Sanchez, the enormously talented Ben Silverman, the dynamic Toronto newspaper duo of Steve Tilley and Raju Mudar, and so many other awesome hosts, amazing people behind the camera, in our editing suites, on the road, so much damn talent. And somehow our weekly show became 2, and then both shows went daily. And for a time, our people were everywhere. I had no plan for that. We just got to work. We showed up, we delivered, we made our partners happy, we made our viewers happy, we did the work. That's what Canadians do. That's right. And over the last several years, I've been lucky to work with a smaller but mighty team of awesome collaborators. Johnny Millennium, the happy console gamer, the eloquent and elegant Bear Safi, and the unbelievably resourceful Blake Siefkin, who's helped me produce hundreds of videos on our YouTube channel. But this long road has also been facilitated by the support of many other people behind the scenes. Hayden Mindell at Rogers, who saw what the Electric Playground and our small production company could become. Martin Ray for leading us through a tumultuous time in our early seasons. Bob Dubberly for his kindness and business advice. David Perry at Shiny Entertainment for jumping on board to support EP when it was just a 3-page pitch. Charles Hirschhorn and Vinny Longobardo for bringing us into the G4 family. Fred Fierst and Kim Roberts for their friendship and their legal advice. Of course, I have to thank all of our sponsors and partners over the years that have stepped up to support our work. PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, EB Games, and almost all of the publishers. That leads to our current partners at P&P Games and UTM, who see the ongoing value in the work that we do and are both incredible allies. And honestly, there are so many more people to name that directly led me to being here tonight. And I want you to consider that, because what I'm talking about, it's a collection of people working together to do the best work possible. Every game developer in this room knows what I'm talking about. But as I look across the media landscape, I'm afraid that the people that create content about video games may not. The game industry is massive and it's tiny at the same time. For many of us trying to cover the state of this industry today, we're doing it almost always alone, each of us banging our social media drums, hoping for attention. And I know the media environment has changed. I know that algorithmic specificity is the model now. I know we all watch and play alone on our individual screens. I know that tracking consumers is so granular now. It's crazy to think that people would watch TV shows about how video games are made together. And yet somehow, for 20 years, that's exactly what people did. I've had so many wonderful experiences in my career, but I'm telling you, nothing could beat running into a whole family of people that watched our shows together. It's something that I genuinely hope that every creative person in this room gets to experience one day with their work. And you see, that's the thing. I'm not here on this stage right now because of the TV show ideas I came up with and produced. I'm here because of the teams of incredible people we were able to build to cover the teams of incredible people that make this industry literal magic. It was always about the people. But there's another, yes, you guys. But there's one person specifically that got me to this stage tonight. One beautiful force of nature that has always had my back, always helped me carry the load, always set me straight, always shown me kindness and patience and lent me her strength. We've gone through everything together. I've dreamt up crazy things, and my love, my heart, has helped me make those dreams a reality. The grandest dream we built together is our daughter, Ruby, who now also helps make EP happen. But without my wife, Marcy, there is no EP. And truly, there is no me. I feel immense gratitude. Thank you to everyone that has supported me. Thank you for this honor. I carry it in my full heart. Just one last thing. Play forever.
Yes, once again for Victor Lucas, the man, yes? The man who made Canada believe that playgrounds could be electric. And until he came along, they were strictly steam-powered. The Canadian Game Awards is proud to partner with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to help make one incredible gamer's wish come true. Together, we'll grant a wish to a courageous child whose love of gaming inspires us all. Now, more will be announced this fall when we'll share their story and reveal their chosen wish and celebrate the power of games to change lives. Next up, the teleprompter will move up. There we are. Yes? Oh, hold on.
Childhood critical illness is a devastating journey. But there's a treatment that's giving kids the strength to fight through it.
Make-A-Wish, a fantastic organization that I've had the pleasure of working with, and they do make wishes come true. Next up, a first look at the sequel to the 2022 Canadian Game Award winning Echo Generation, Echo Generation 2. Please welcome from Coco Cucumber, Vanessa Chia.
Good evening, everyone. From the kids to the father, from Mapletown to Proxima Centauri, from minigames to deck building. A lot has changed since the first Echo Generation, but at its heart, it is still a story about adventure, mystery, and the people that we care about along the way. Back in 2022, we were incredibly honored when Echo Generation won Best Indie Game here at the Canadian Game Awards. That recognition meant a lot to our team, especially as a small indie studio making a game that's very close to our heart and also slightly strange. Tonight feels especially meaningful because next week, Echo Generation officially launches into the world. And before that happens, we wanted to share this moment with you, our fellow creators, peers, and the Canadian game industry that continues to inspire us. So tonight, I'd like you to take a first look at our very first sequel. Please enjoy Echo Generation 2.
Canadian Game Awards. First look.
I thought I was done saving the world. Turns out, the universe disagreed. Good news? I'm not alone. Got a little guy along for the ride. We stack combos, we synergize, and somehow, it works. Then more so-called heroes showed up. Not exactly what I had in mind, but they get the job done. So, when reality is fracturing, and the universe is ending, I say, we end it first.
The Canadian Game Awards would not be possible without our amazing partners and sponsors. Thank you for your support.
Canada holds a quietly consequential place in the video game industry. Less a loud herald than a steady force shaping the medium from within. Ours is a country of vast scenery and dense cities, of winter light and coastal rain. And these contrasts seep into the games we make. From Montreal's layered histories to Vancouver's glass and mountain horizon. From the prairie's open skies to the North's austere beauty. Canadian studios have become game changers, not by chasing spectacle alone, but by refining craft.
Now, let's begin.
In this way, Canada helps push gaming forward, not by dominating a conversation, but by deepening it. Proving the art form can be expansive, human, and quietly ambitious all at once.
Oh, Canada, right? Tonight, you've probably heard the phrase game changer more times than you can count. We should have done a drinking game. And that's because it is a title worth celebrating. Being a game changer isn't about polishing what already works. It's about breaking patterns, shaking things up. It's a title reserved for the visionaries, the restless creators who don't just make games, they build experiences, communities, legacies. This country is home to some of the most inventive, fearlessly and genuinely brilliant game developers in the world right now. Many in the room are with us, many are in the room with us tonight. That's easy for me to say. You have all already earned the title of Game Changer, but only one can earn the title Studio of the Year. Nominees are?
These are the nominees for Studio of the Year. Compulsion Games, Tribute Games, Rogue Factor, Yellow Brick Games, and Digital Extremes.
And the Canadian Game Award for Studio of the Year goes to Compulsion Games.
I have so many friends in this room.
I started my career here in Toronto because I thought we would never make games in Montreal because there's no game shops down there in the mid-90s. I've spent quite a bit of time, we spent quite a bit of time thinking what it means to win an award like Studio of the Year in our current climate, in our country. And I just wanted to say, I want to applaud and share this award with, obviously, our amazing team, because the team is what makes the studio. I want to recognize all our fellow nominees who I've got to meet over the years. I mean, the folks at Digital Extreme, Steve Sinclair, showed me how to start my first studio, helped me at the very beginning. The folks at Road Factor, at Tribute Games who were down the hall, and we got a chance to meet the folks at Yellow Brick, but also every studio head that's running out there. We understand that this is a different time to be running a studio. It requires courage. It also requires humility to listen to our teams and making sure that we're creating safe environments that allow studios to take creative risks and to make sure that whatever games that you're making are going to be distinctive and stand out. And that's really difficult right now to do, to go out and actually take risks when the environment doesn't actually make that easy. So I want to say thank you to the community, thank you to Canada, thank you to the Canadian Media Fund who helped be a catalyst for the independence of Canada. Thank you to the incredible community of developers that have helped me over the years, helped our studio over the years by sharing publishers, marketing, the community in Toronto, in Vancouver, in Montreal. I've been lucky enough to be part of the community here in Toronto and then in Montreal for many years. We, as a group and an industry, when publishers come see us in Canada, they all remark the same thing. We all help each other. We all look out for each other. So on behalf of us, the team, the studio, we're very humbled to be nominated for to win for Studio of the Year. But more than anything, we're happy to celebrate it with all of you here tonight. Thank you.
Well, this is it, folks. We've arrived at the final award of the evening, the one that recognizes the very best of the best, the games that captured our imaginations, warmed our hearts, and dominated our playtime like no other.
What makes a game stand out amongst the rest? Yes, there's the design, the gameplay, the storytelling, but a game is more than the sum of its parts. A truly special game changes how we talk about the medium. It changes how we design them and what we imagine comes next.
The games honored tonight are more than worthy of recognition. Across every aspect of game development, they've pushed limits, bent rules, and broken new ground.
These are the best games Canada has to offer. But even in a country as vast as ours, there is room for only one Game of the Year.
These are the nominees for Game of the Year. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Wonderstop. Hell is Us. of Midnight. And Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
And the Canadian Game Award for Game of the Year goes to South of Midnight!
Look at this team. Wow. Gosh, it's a lot. Making games is hard. And all of us here, the teams back home, all of our teams back home, we are all in this together. Bound by our passion, our dreams, our dedication to create meaningful experiences for our player to enjoy. You are all amazing. Je suis fière de célébrer l'industrie du jeu vidéo d'ici au Canada. Comme immigrante et nouvelle Canadienne, merci au Canada et merci au Québec. Our team at Compulsion Games, our partners, our colleagues at Xbox, we are so lucky to share the journey of South of Midnight with all of you. And finally, our players who joined Hazel to find her mama and who gathered the stories of Tuto Tom, Hugging Molly, and many others along the way. Whoop. Sorry, this is so cool. Who opened their hearts to this story of empathy and healing. We did it all for you. I want to have a few words from Jasmine.
So again, thank you for everybody who took this journey with us. This is a great honor. Merci beaucoup. Bonne soirée.
And with that, another night of celebrating the very best in Canadian gaming comes to a close. To everyone here tonight and all across the Canadian gaming industry, thank you for your creativity, your passion, and your hard work.
Until next year, keep playing, keep creating, and keep pushing boundaries. We're excited to see what you come up with over the next year. Congratulations to all the nominees and Canadian Game Award winners. And of course,
I'm Commander Shepard, and this has been my favorite award show on the Citadel. You should go? You should go? I should go.
We should go.
We should go.
Yeah.
We should go. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.